touch him, man. His right hand didn't even touch him, bro. His right hand didn't even touch.
This on social media, this highly contentious video of Deontay Wilder allegedly falling after being struck by Zhang's right hand during his most recent defeat went viral. Showbiz quickly examined the video to demonstrate that Zhang had struck Wilder with a clean blow to the face, ultimately knocking the American boxer out. Then,
not only did Big Bang Zhang hit Deontay Wilder, he hit him flush. You ain't see his nose wiggle like Bewitched?
The Bronze Bomber experienced a sorrowful moment after losing to Zhang. Bomber. Numerous. The Alabama boxer is currently being urged by many in the boxing community to give up the game. Athletics. This was the message Lennox Lewis had for Wilder. Though Deontay Wilder has already lost his last battle to Zhang. How did he perform? Wilder has now lost his last 2 fights against boxers who aren't the best in the division. Zhang. What was the response from the boxing world? Reply. Watch this video and stick around to see what we discover. Video. To put it mildly, Deontay Wilder's defeat by Zhang was unexpected. At the very least. Prior to the boxer, who was born in Alabama, exuded confidence before to the battle and issued a strong warning to his opponent from Chinut adversary.
They're saying it's whoever lands first, whether it be Zhang. If he lands, you're gone. If you land, he's gone. Is that how you see this fight?
I don't see it that way. You know, we don't know how much power he has, but I know I'm the hard.
With his striking power, Wilder knew he could take care of Guile. The belief that the bout will be decided by who threw a big punch first was addressed by Zhang. Wilder punch. I'm the hardest hitting puncher in boxing history, he declared. Pst. I'm certain that if I land on his face when it's flush, I'll either shatter it or cause him to fall. Then, I can't wait to gaze at him from above his body. I'm hoping it begins to tremble. It was obvious that Wilder thought his strength would be the deciding element in the battle, as he implied that Zhang wouldn't be able to take his blows, strikes. But in the ring, events transpired differently. In the 5th round, Zhang was the one who sent Wilder flying to the canvas with 2 devastating right hands at canvas. Wilder didn't seem too good during the bout. When Zhang backed Wilder into the corner in round 1, he made it clear he meant business right away. In the opening few rounds, the American connected on a few blows, but Zhang controlled the action by consistently using his massive frame to force Wilder into the corners. In the 3rd and 4th rounds, Zhang completely dominated Wilder. In the 3rd, Zhang gave Wilder a vicious left hand that once again broke down the American. With a few of lefts from Zhang, Wilder found himself in a corner. The 5th round began with a boom for Wilder. He connected with his right, and then another Zhang. But he fought back, and the two quickly found themselves. It nearly seemed as if Wilder was making a comeback. Tangled up when Wilder threw another blow, he appeared to be a completely different fighter. However, Zhang's strong jab was all it took for Wilder to land on the canvas. The referee was to break up the fight when Wilder failed to make the count. Following the bout, the video of Wilder allegedly ducking a punch from Zhang went viral on social media. There have been rumors that Wilder's fall was not real after watching the video of the punch that looks to miss him. Social media users were very agitated over this, with many accusing Wilder of staging the collapse. Entertainment later, the adult watched the video and began dispelling the rumors, pointing out that Zhang's blow not only connected, but also landed, thus impacting the fight's result. He made light of the way the blow moved Wilder's nose, comparing it to the springy action of a doorstopper, something he claims would not have happened if the strike had missed. He goes on to examine the punch in more detail, describing how the glove was clearly pressing against Wilder's face and how, upon impact, sweat shot out the back of Wilder's head, resembling a sneeze. Showbiz the adult addressed the larger problem of fans not accepting their favorite fighters' defeats by using these visual signals to support his claim that the punch was genuine and powerful. The adult Showbiz criticized the propensity for conspiracy theories. He talked about how he dealt with the defeat of a fighter he admired, mentioning the moment Antonio Tarver stopped Roy Jones Jr. He exhorts supporters to stop spreading untrue stories and to deal with setbacks more skillfully. In relation to Wilder, he made a hint about quitting if he was defeated by Zhang prior to the match. But Wilder didn't formally announce his retirement following the altercation. Although Wilder lost to Zhang, it was his second straight defeat and his fourth in his previous 5 fights. He left the ring without giving an interview and departed Kingdom Arena without talking to reporters. Since 2019, he has only prevailed once, defeating Robert Helenius in the first round of the 2022 tournament, and he has lost 3 of the previous 5 fights this week. After throwing 16 punches in more than 4 rounds, Wilder maintained that if he didn't show up on Saturday, the fight was probably done. If this is it, Wilder is a success story who leaves boxing with a convoluted legacy. A former football player who converted to boxing in order to support his crippled daughter. In Tuscaloosa, he manned the grill at Red Lobster, cooked pancakes at IHOP, and drove a Budweiser truck around Alabama. He made a connection with his trainer, ex-TV reporter Jay Dees, who set him up for success in the professionals, the Olympics, and ultimately a heavyweight world title. In the heavyweight class, Zhang has attracted a lot of interest. There have been rumors recently about a possible battle between Anthony Joshua and myself. Speaking to Shay for Queensberry Promotions in September 2023, Tyson Fury also previously praised the Chinese heavyweight, saying of Zhang, "I think he's a very tough opponent, and he's a big southpaw punching man. He's not like Usyk, a feather duster jibbing and jabbing around the ring. This man is trying to take your brains out. He's 6'6" in and 20 stone. He's a very different customer and very dangerous." That same feather duster disproved that theory to a large extent after winning a split decision over Fury in Saudi Arabia last month. However, given Joshua appears to be leaning away from the Chinese star, Zhang's assessment of February 1, 27 Zhang could be more accurate. The boxing community has been discussing its feelings on Wilder's loss and possible retirement. Sean Porter discussed his opinions on Demetrius Wilder's career and contributions to boxing in his podcast. Porter started by giving Wilder the credit he deserved for bringing life back to the heavyweight class in the US. He lauded Wilder's notable knockout power, drawing comparisons between him and Mike Tyson for his propensity to produce impressive knockouts. Porter noted that although Wilder was not the most technically skilled boxer, he possessed an incredible right hand that allowed him to compete at the highest level in the sport. It was emphasized that Wilder's journey from driving trucks to winning a world championship was evidence of his tenacity and commitment. Porter was impressed by Wilder's dedication, especially considering his drive to support his daughter, something he frequently discussed in his amateur days. With 5 years as the heavyweight champion and 10 defenses under his belt, Wilder had a significant influence on the sport. While the Klitschko brothers' dominance had made the heavyweight scene less exciting, Porter admitted that Wilder had remarkable success and brought enthusiasm back to the category despite not following the traditional boxer's path. Porter also thought back to that poignant moment when Wilder lost. Despite the loss, he talked about how heartbroken he was to watch Wilder be hit, turn around, and finally fall, knowing that this might mean the end of his career. Porter valued the pivotal times of Wilder's career as well as his tenacity. The relevance of the trilogy between Tyson Fury and Wilder, as well as the exciting aspect of their third fight, were discussed. Porter and his co-hosts thought that the trilogy would go down in history as one of the greatest heavyweight bouts, securing the careers of both competitors. Boxing coach Greg Hackett gave Wilder some insightful counsel. Clips. After Deontay Wilder's recent loss, Hackett gave him some advice. He thought that Wilder's mental health was more of a problem than his physical prowess, and he likened Wilder to a younger Mike Tyson, who was a devastating puncher. However, Hackett felt that since the Tyson-Fury fights, Wilder had not been in the right frame of mind. Hackett noted that although Robert Helenius had defeated Wilder by knockout, it appeared as though Helenius had successfully knocked himself out by running into the punch. This, according to Hackett, suggested that Wilder's mental state had been unstable for some time. Hackett observed that he seemed more worried about getting punched during the altercation with Zhang Wilder than though he made an effort to improve in the third round. Wilder was unsure of himself and his jab, as well as his ability to land his own shots. Hackett was concerned about Wilder's condition, considering that he was previously a formidable knockout artist. In the end, he came to the conclusion that Wilder needed to recapture the mental toughness that had once made him a formidable heavyweight combatant. Though there are differing views throughout the boxing community regarding Deontay Wilder's future, what do you believe Wilder should do next? Is retiring the wisest move? Tell us in the comments below. All of that for now. Remember to subscribe to and like the channel. To ensure that you never miss any more videos like this, turn on the bell for the most recent notifications. We appreciate your time, and we'll see you in the next video.